Welcome to This Week in Porsche Center Oakville, episode number 6. My name is Bonar Bulger from Steak+Sizzle Media Company, and once again, I'm here to host another episode, this one all about Exclusive Manufaktur. So, what is Exclusive Manufaktur? That is the process of speccing your Porsche exactly how you want it. And with me today to discuss everything Exclusive Manufaktur is new car sales manager at Porsche Center Oakville, Domenica. Hey, Domenica.
Hey, Bonar.
So here we are. We are in, of course, COVID times. We are 6 feet apart. This is a secure environment. The crew behind me all has masks on, and we have plexiglass up as well. So we're trying to keep it very safe.
Keeping safe for sure.
Indeed.
Safety first.
Absolutely. So let's start with, where are we right now?
Well, we are sitting in, as you've seen, our fitting lounge here at Porsche Center Oakville. So the fitting lounge is a lounge dedicated to personalization. So it gives customers an opportunity to see some of the samples firsthand and some of the different options that are available for those that want to customize their Porsche.
So why is it important to customize a Porsche for most people? Like, why do people do it?
It's not so much that it's important as it's more something that is just the preference of our clients. It gives people an opportunity to really make their car the way they want it. And I think the customization level that's available to clients nowadays is really what makes Porsche clients enthusiasts, because they can really get excited and it's their car that rolls off the production line. And because of all of the customization, it's almost difficult to find two identical Porsches.
How deep does that rabbit hole of customization go? Like, to what extent can you really customize these cars?
The sky is the limit. Customization can range anywhere from performance to refinement. Yes, there is a catalog of features that are available and options, but you can take it one step further, and Porsche has a custom tailoring department. So if they don't have it, they will look into making it for you.
Tell me how the process works for somebody. How do you start building your dream Porsche? Is it done online? Is it done here? Like, how does that whole thing work?
Typically, the process would start from the comfort of your own home. Someone will start on the configurator using the build and price function. But what we definitely encourage is for them to book an appointment to come see us here at the dealership. We are actually one of 4 Exclusive Manufaktur partners in Canada. So of the 21 dealerships in Canada, there are 4 partners that represent the major markets in Canada, and we are lucky to be one of them. And to be a partner, that means that we do have a very high number of vehicles here that have a high customization to them. So we're pretty proud of that. And whether it's building for stock or helping customers build their own Porsche, they're making their dream come true, we are proud to have a high level of that here at the dealership.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start to build one now.
So if we build one, you can see that as we click different options, those options will actually visualize up on the screen. So whether we're starting from the selection of color, now there are so many options that we can go through here, and we certainly will, but with the Exclusive Manufaktur, these options vary from performance, they vary from individualization, from colors of stitching, from the color of leather in your seats. The sky's the limit, really. So there are so many different options that you can go through, which is why we suggest coming in. And obviously having the samples here in the fitting lounge really helps see. And what's incredible is most of the Exclusive Manufaktur is actually done by hand. So when the car actually finishes the production line, it will then go into the exclusive fitting lounge in Germany, and that's where, in that actually production line, is where they'll do a lot of that customization by hand.
So let's walk through picking a couple of options are fun. Let's go with a gray color.
Gray color?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go with the chalk, actually, I should say.
Chalk? Yeah, the chalk's a great one. The chalk is a very popular color, from sort of a pastel-based color. That's a popular one. And, you know, we can go back to the iconic Cayenne GTS wheel painted in satin black. And if we start with there and we go with the chalk, and let's say we want to build a Cayenne GTS and we like the chalk color, and we're going to stick with the 21-inch RS Spider wheels, then we can look at things like wheel accessories, deciding what kind of tires that you want on the vehicle. Then we would go next to the interior. So from the interior, we have some different options, some different color combinations, whether or not you want to go partial leather, full leather, or even the club leather, which is the highest offering available for the interior. Once we get into leathers, then we would select the type of seats that we want. So for the Cayenne specifically, we have 3 different seat options, an 8-way, 14-way, and 18-way seat. So let's go with an 18-way seat on this one.
More is better.
More is better. We like more. Then you can get into different stitching and deviation. And by deviation meaning, so let's say you find a black interior, maybe black is just a little plain, you want to add something different, we can actually deviate the seat centers. So we can actually have a different color seat center, adding, some color to the black, and we can do deviated seat centers and even stitching. So it's a really cool way to pop some color to the interior and really make it different. So there's different packages available. The packages are pretty straightforward. They're your typical bells and whistles that people refer to, which are the options that come with the vehicle. Then we get into the fun stuff. So when we get into the exterior, one of my favorites, you can add some things like carbon fiber. So we can look at putting some exterior mirrors in carbon fiber. We can paint the door handles, for example, in high gloss black.
I love the black door handles too.
It looks good. It's a nice touch. And really, when it comes to this customization, there is no right or wrong answer on what you should or shouldn't do. And that's the beauty of it. It lets people build to their taste, to their preferences, and what they like.
As you're on the configurator, there, you mentioned this earlier, there may be some things that aren't available here, but you can always call and ask or inquire as to what's really possible, because you are able to go above and beyond what's
for sure here. Absolutely you can. So some examples of that may start with simply the exterior color. You may see a color that you like that's not available on the configurator, and that would be called paint to sample. So there are certain approved paint to sample colors that are available, and we can even take it one step further than that. You can come in with something, any color at all, and Porsche will actually look into making that color specifically for you. There's a cost involved and a much longer time period, but the sky's the limit, and if it's possible, they'll find a way to do it for you.
And then how long does it take from point of creation, if you will, to showroom floor?
It all depends on what the production spots that we have available. So for example, right now we're going to be building cars that are coming out of March. So if a car is scheduled to be built in March, that means it's going to arrive end of April, early May. So typically 6 weeks or so from whatever production month that we have available.
Does the factory send updates as the car is going through the process of being produced?
That's a very good question. So we were actually very thrilled to see the Canadian launch of a program called Behind the Scenes, and that's exactly what you're asking about. Behind the Scenes, though, is only available right now for 911 and 718 Boxster and Spyder customers. So what the Behind the Scenes program does is it walks you through the different milestones of a car, and it gives customers an actual behind the scenes footage from development to production of their Porsche. So as your vehicle goes through the different milestones, they've actually installed cameras at various points in the production line at the factory. And as your vehicle goes through those different milestones, you're going to get an email from Porsche with some new uploaded footage that you'll be able to view yourself from My Porsche. So it's a really neat feature that they added this year for some of our sports car customers.
That is very cool.
It's cool, yeah. Hopefully we'll see it come through more of the lineup, but right now for those customers only, it's a great way to see exactly where your car is at in the production.
Yeah. Okay, so then the next question is, what is the most memorable spec, or is there something that's come across in the PCO inventory or a customer that you've seen that you remember?
Ooh, we do so much customization here. I've got to say probably the 911 is typically the model that we see some of the most creative customization happen. And there was a customer that wanted, this vehicle actually took a year to build. He wanted so much customization that was not available from the list of approved options. And he didn't care. He wanted to wait. It had to be his own. And it was pretty impressive to see that car show up here with a completely custom exterior and interior.
That's cool. And then I've also seen a number, my favorite part really is the custom door sills.
Oh, personalized door sills. Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Whatever you want, right, on those door sills.
It is. So you can put whatever you like for the most part. They still have to approve to make sure it's, nothing out of line. But for the most part, yeah, personalized door sills is a great one to see. We've had people put things from their last name to some really cool slogans that they like. But that one's certainly a cool feature.
Okay, so this car, Domenica, is in the showroom right now.
It is, yes.
Perfect. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take you all out to take a look at this car. Domenica, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Now, this concludes This Week in PCO. I want to thank everyone for watching. Remember, there's still episode number 1 through 5, so you can go check those out. If you have any questions with respect to Exclusive Manufaktur, building your dream car, making your dreams come true, Domenica's your person, or any of the fine people here at Porsche Center Oakville. Until then, thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.